Well, our custom windows showed up and it was time to get them up to the cabin. When we got there, happy to check on the rhubarb plants and excited to report they're not doing too bad. We busied ourselves with the normal chores, restretching the tarp out, tightening things up, and then just walking around and seeing what kind of trouble we got into with the flood. Water came up pretty high. It didn't get in the tent this time, and if it did, we didn't notice it. But my God, was there water everywhere else. Made for a slippery trip to the outhouse, but we managed. I hang these old fire extinguishers in the trees all around the cabin, so in the event that something happens with a snow machine or an ATV, I don't have to go scrambling back to the cabin to get something to put it out. Hope I never have to use them. The absolute very last thing I had to do to this darn roof was put the ridge caps on. We didn't have them with us last time, and so with this trip we were able to put them up there and string them out all the way over the covered porch, and with that we could finally start getting some insulation on the inside of it. It's neat to walk around the cabin and find out what's growing around in the moss and the lichen there. Got some mushrooms, and I know everybody likes taking pictures of this type of stuff in my family. We're not quite ready to start harvesting this kind of stuff. We like a certain couple types of mushrooms, and we stick to those. We know they're good for us, and we know we like them. So with that in mind, get out there and get picking. Whether it's your nose or a mushroom, whether you choose to eat it is completely up to you. Gross.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright.
Last two windows going in, and the fit of the windows wasn't too bad. Luckily enough, with those two center posts supporting the weight of the roof to the front wall, we had enough clearance around and everything, and then it was just a matter of monkeying around with it and wishing I had 3 more arms and 6 more people on ladders to help.
Way back a year ago.
I should mention that this is about the 743rd time that I wish I had a magnetic tip screwdriver. One day I'll be smart enough.
I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I'm here destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Well, all's well that ends well. Not a horrible job if I do say so myself. It's actually looking like a cabin. Something I'd want to stay in for sure. Obligatory family photo, and then unfortunately it's time to head back to the real world. About the only positive of going back to the real world was I was going back to pick up a couple of my dear friends. John and Kathy were coming up from Pennsylvania, and this was the trip that I told them, mark a piece of property out. Let's build you a cabin there too. Nothing better than having friends. I think he approved.
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
It's an old Indian trick a white man taught me.
Do tell. Do tell.
This group of rebel rousers were my companions for the next few days. You'll notice Donovan in the red shirt. He was the guy that came out with me the very, very first time.
Going upriver to the cabin. Inaugural flotilla of Donovan's boat. We don't have a name for it yet, but we're going to come up with a really messed up name. John and Kathy from Lower America will be advising and helping us with this trip. Oh, found the issue already. Hey, let's get on the river.
Donovan's boat was quite a bit more powerful than mine, so we really loaded his down. He had to stick around behind me because he wasn't 100% sure how to get to my place on the river. It was fantastic that he was willing to help me haul stuff, and I couldn't have done it without him, that's for sure.
Been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be
There's some significance to this bag of cheesy poofs that my daughter Killian left. Hit me up in the comments section, I'll explain it to you.
a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought
Here we're trying to move an old cast iron stove up into the cabin. We needed this set up for winter. I couldn't have done it by myself, that's for sure. I'm glad those guys are smarter and stronger than me.
I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change. Been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
Yeah, his pants are sitting right over there.
Video log 1.43 of the day. Donovan has no pants and is riding four-wheeler through the swamp. A lot of mosquitoes. Sorry, Shauna. Not sure what to do with this. You're gonna have to put the calamine on.
After all the goofing around at the end of the day, I present to you an Alaskan sunset.
I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
The next day started with some tool maintenance and then back up that damn ladder again. This time we took some spray foam and filled in around the edges so we could hold some heat in there during the winter.
Way back a year ago.
I was one single piece of porch covering short to get that thing dried in. So back up the ladder we went to finish this out. Then it was time for a beer.
Can ya? Can you get me anymore?
You're right at that screw, brother.
God damn it.
You need to come towards you some. No. Hey, Kevin, pull the sheet towards you a little bit. I think we'll be okay. The top of the sheet towards you. There.
Fuck. Every time I pry up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold there.
Okay.
You son of a bitch. I am like a 16th of an inch.
How about this frame and square?
Hang on.
Because at the end, nothing on this cabin is square. So when you're working with square materials, you have to fudge a little bit one way or the other. And we fought this to the bitter end.
Fucking dial.
It's gotta go, the bottom's gotta go over though.
Does?
Yeah.
Alright.
Nope. Yeah, no, right? No. Keep coming. Keep coming. Right there.
Good, 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 good.
Fucking tits, bud.
You like?
I like.
Well, with the roof completed and a moderately defeated feeling under our belts, we decided to go for a boat ride up to see our dear friends and neighbors, Cabinlab and Boreal Wild. May I suggest you check him out on YouTube and take a look at her on TikTok under the names Cabinlab and Boreal Wild. Good cocktails had by all. Amazing to sit in the sun with them and reminisce and talk about future plans. We made sure to overstay our welcome and then back to the cabin for another sunset and a little bit of dinner. As with every end of the trip, the obligatory family photo. Folks, some family by blood, others by choice. These guys definitely by choice. I love each and every one of them. I can't thank y'all enough for following us on this cool pathway. That's a wrap, and as usual, we'll see you on the river.